Hello and welcome to a new Busy Man review. In this video, we are going to discuss episode 10 of the final season of Attack on Titan. It will also contain spoilers for the events of the past episodes, so make sure that you are caught up on the show before watching this video. In this episode, we go back 2 years in time to find out that the port construction is complete, and we get to see the first visitors from the outside world when we meet the delegation from a nation called Hizuro, headed by Kiyomi Azumabito. The visit was arranged by Zeke Yeager, who met with Kiyomi in secret and let her in on his plans to restore the Eldian Empire. Zeke, being a master of manipulation, knew that her weakness was money, so he showed her the ODM gear that he procured during his mission to Paradise Island. But more importantly, he showed her the Iceburst Stone, which is used as a fuel for the gear. When Kiyomi knew that the island is setting on a huge reserve of this fuel, she agreed to partner with Zeke in hopes of monopolizing this valuable resource and making a fortune out of it. We got to learn more about Zeke's master plan when Kiyomi revealed to Historia and the military during a meeting that it consists of 3 steps. The first step is to activate some of the colossal titans in the wall as an experimental rumbling. This should keep their enemies at bay for the time being and buy them enough time for the next step of the plan. The second step is to use the time bought to them by rumbling to build a modern nation with a modern military with the help of the nation of Hizuro. That should enable them to efficiently protect themselves from enemies without the need to rely on the power of the titans. The third step of the plan consists of Zeke passing down the Beast Titan to Historia, who will in turn use her 13 years term as a Titan to produce as many heirs with royal blood as possible to continue passing the power of the Beast Titan from one generation to the other. Although Historia accepts to play this role, Eren objects and urges Historia to examine other solutions to the current dilemma, as the price of going on with this plan is a hefty one. Plus, it is dangerous to entrust their fate to the maintenance of the rumbling. So far, Eren seemed to be on the same page with Hanji Zoe, who also had concerns about the safety of Historia, as more enemies may seek to assassinate her when she becomes a vessel for the Beast Titan. We also got to learn that Mikasa is a descendant from the shogun of the Hizuro clan, and that her family was left behind in Paradise Island during the chaos that ensued following the Great Titan War and the retreat of King Karl Fritz to the island. Then we jump 1 year ahead where we see the Survey Corps helping in the construction of railways. We see Captain Levi and Zoe telling Eren and the crew that Kiyomi only wants to monopolize the resources of Paradise Island, and she had no intention to help them trade with other nations. Levi said that there is no choice left but to go on with Zeke's plan. Yet Hanji suggested that they try to establish a base in Marley in order to infiltrate it and hopefully establish some new friendships that could help them achieve peace and avoid conflict. As Eren's term as the Attack/Founding Titan will eventually come to an end, we see a discussion on who should inherit his Titan powers when the time comes. Eren reveals that he does not wish for any of them to inherit his Titan because he cares so much about them and wishes them a long and happy life. Fast forward 1 year, we see the same group minus Eren discussing what should be done about him following the events of Attack on Liberio. As expected, Mikasa tried to defend Eren. However, Connie points out that Eren laughed when he got the news of Sasha's death and asked her, "What do you think Eren found so funny about it?" Armin, being a rational young man, decided that he and Mikasa should talk to Eren and try to find out his motives. This way they can exonerate Eren by proving that he is still on their side. Otherwise, they will have someone they trust turn into a Titan and eat Eren. We also got to see Hanji Zoe visiting Eren in his prison cell. After blabbering for a while, she asked Eren why did he decide to act on his own. Eren snaps at her and makes threats telling her that after obtaining the power of the Warhammer Titan, he can easily escape. He also points out to the fact that she cannot risk losing the Titan powers by killing him or Zeke. Zoe freaks out and runs away from Eren. We see her questioning Erwin's choice of making her his successor as the commander of the Survey Corps. But we know how cunning Erwin was, so I doubt that he was wrong in making this call. Through a discussion between the military personnel in charge of protecting Historia, we learn that she is pregnant. They argue that she did it based on an advice given to her by someone else to stall the process of passing down the power of the Beast Titan from Zeke to her, as turning into a Titan while she is pregnant would put both the fetus and her in danger. They also wonder if it was Yelena. Being a devout follower of Zeke, it checks out that she would want to prolong his life as much as possible. The episode was solid, although sometimes it felt a bit rushed. For instance, in the manga we got to see Zeke explaining more about his seemingly sudden change in heart. Zeke said that when he was 7, he realized that it was only a matter of time before Marley uncovers the identities of the restorationists and crack down on them. That is why he had to sell his parents to Marley in order to protect himself and his grandparents. He kept his royal blood as a secret from Marley while continuing to work his way up the ranks until he inherited the Beast Titan. He also claimed that he had to take part in the attack on Paradise Island and do horrible things to his own people just to meet the founding Titan and carry on with his plan and restore the Eldian Empire, just as his father wanted. This episode also did not give an answer on the sudden change in Eren's personality and actions. Maybe in the next episode, Armin and Mikasa could get through to him and help us understand his motives. I still have hope for Eren. After all, although he threatened Zoe, he did not act on his threats, which means he never intended to act on them in the first place. This episode explained why Kiyomo Azumabito seemed sympathetic towards Eldians, having a history with the Eldian Empire, and being a part of Zeke's plan explained why she covered up for Udo after spilling wine on her dress during the reception hosted by Willy Tiber in episode 4. It also explained why she left Liberio just before the attack took place in episode 5. After this episode, I'm left with another question. How is Mikasa's noble blood will come to play? Will she use this fact and attempt to take over the nation of Izuru to form a stronger alliance with Paradise Island? An alliance that is not driven by the desire of Izuru to exploit the island's natural resources. I guess we will find out. What did you guys think of this episode? Please share your opinions with me in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you soon with another video and another Busy Man review. Until next time.